Now let us start with the first example of roots of a complex number. We have seen these notes before in last lecture. Now let us start with the example. Simple example. Find the cube roots of unity. Unity means 1. We have to find cube root, means 3 roots of the unity. Cube root of the unity. Cube root means 3 roots. Square root means 2 roots we need to find. Fourth root means we need to find 4 root and so on. Now let us start with the sentence which we have to find. What we have to find? Let x be the cube root of unity. Therefore x is equal to cube root means 1 by 3 of unity means 1. Okay, let x is equal to cube root of unity, that is 1 raised to 1 by 3. Now we use this note 1 is equal to cos 0 plus I sin 0. Put this bracket here, cos 0 plus I sin 0 as 1 raised to 1 by 3 as it is. Okay, now before using De Moivre's theorem, that is before taking this 1 by 3 inside this bracket, you have to add here with this note 2k pi to the angle theta. Therefore we have to add 2k pi to 0, that is cos 2k pi plus 0 plus I sin 2k pi plus 0 raised to 1 by 3 as it is. Now k values we have to put from 0 1 up to 1 less number than 3, that is 2. Total number we have to need we need 3 roots, that's why 0 1 2 total 3 numbers are there. That is whatever the number here we are getting the one number less than the root number here. Therefore now apply De Moivre's theorem here. Take 1 by 3 inside to the angle, we get, you can skip this 0, anything addition with 0 is 2k pi upon this 3 plus I sin 2k pi by 3. K values are 0 1 2. Now go on putting the values of k, start with 0 then 1 then 2, we get the required 3 roots of the equation or 3 roots of the unity. This is the very simple examples. Now put first k is equal to 0 in this equation, we get the first root, call it as first root as x1, second root as x2, third root as x3 and so on in every example. Now x1 as put k is equal to 0 here, we get cos 0 plus I sin 0, that is value 1. We get one root as 1. Now put k is equal to 1, we get second root x2 is equal to 2 into pi upon 3, 2 pi by 3 plus I sin 2 pi by 3. Okay, call it as w, just notation. Now put k is equal to 2, we get 2 to the 4 pi by 3 plus I sin, same angle for sin, 4 pi by 3. Okay, now we again use here De Moivre's theorem as just split this 4 pi by 3 into 2 pi by 3 and 4 take the 2 from this 4 to the indice using De Moivre's theorem. If you take this 2 inside, we get the same term. Okay, we are splitting this angle or taking this 2 from this angle to the indice using De Moivre's theorem, and whatever if we get this is the earlier omega root or w, and this is w square. That's why 1 omega and omega square are the cube root. Cube means cube root of unity means these are 3 roots of the unity, that is 1. Okay, unity in mathematical term, unity means 1. Unit or unity means 1. Okay, now let us see next example. If omega is the complex cube root of unity, it is given in the example that we have already find out 3 roots of the unity, that is 1 is not a complex, see 1 omega and omega square, these are the all complex roots because everywhere I is there. That's why in this example it is given that if omega is complex cube root of unity, it is given omega is a complex root of unity and the rest of the two roots we have already calculated. Then prove that 1 minus omega raised to 6 is equal to minus 27. We have to prove this equation. Now to prove this equation we need some let us start with the given sentence, that is omega is a cube root of unity. Okay, let omega, as solved in the earlier example, we know omega is a complex cube root of unity, that is omega is 1 raised to 1 by 3, that is omega cube value is 1. Okay, we know this omega is cube root of unity means omega is this 1 raised to 1 by 3, right? Now taking cube on both sides, we get omega cube is equal to 1. Call this equation number 1. Now take 1 on that side, we get omega cube. Now we have to just make simplification of this equation only. Omega cube minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we have to use here a cube minus b cube formula. A formula is a minus b into a square minus plus ab plus b square. What is a? Omega. What is b? 1. Now expand this 2 here, we get omega minus 1 into bracket omega square plus omega plus 1 is equal to 0. Now take this equation, omega square plus omega plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore 1 plus this omega square becomes, take omega on that side, minus omega. Call this equation number 2. Now we had these two equations. Now consider this LHS equation. 1 minus omega raised to 6 is equal to, split this 6 as 3 into 2. Okay, indice only, splitting of indice only, 3 into 2. Now expand this bracket, a minus b bracket square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square raised to cube as it is. Now combine this 1 plus omega square. 1 plus omega square minus 2 omega square as it is, 2 omega raised to cube as it is. Now 1 plus omega square, we know this is minus omega from 2. Put this value here as minus omega. Minus omega minus 2 omega becomes minus 3 omega. Cube becomes minus 3 cube is minus 27. Omega cube is as it is. And omega cube value is 1. Put this value here, we get this LHS is equal to minus 27. Okay, now let us see next. Solve x raised to 8 plus x raised to 5 plus x cube plus 1 is equal to 0. We have to solve this equation, means we have to find out x values or roots of the equation. How many roots are there? The highest power of the equation is x raised to 8. That's why we have to find 8 root of these equations. Okay, let us start with the equation. X raised to 8 plus x raised to 5 plus x cube plus 1 is equal to 0. Now combine, take x raised to 5 from the first two term, we get x cube plus 1. Here also x cube plus 1. Now combine, take common x cube plus 1, we get x cube plus 1 and x raised to 5 plus 1. This is a simplification of this equation. Now we have two equations instead of one, and out of 8, 5 roots we can get from this equation and 3 roots we can get from this equation. We have to solve these equations separately. Now start with this, x cube plus 1 is equal to 0, and x cube, consider this equation, x cube plus 1 is equal to 0. You can call this 1. Now take plus 1 on that side, we get a minus 1. X cube is equal to minus 1. Take cube root on both sides. We have to cancel this 3. We take a cube root on both sides, we get x is equal to minus 1 raised to 1 by 3. Now start with the note. We have this note, minus 1. We have to put minus 1 value as cos pi plus I sin pi. It becomes cos pi plus I sin pi raised to 1 by 3. Okay. Now before taking 1 by 3 inside, we have to add 2k pi. Everywhere steps are same. Add 2k pi plus I sin 2k pi plus pi raised to 1 by 3 as it is. And k values, total 3 roots we want. That's why k values are 0, 1, 2. Now take 1 by 3 inside. Using De Moivre's theorem, we get cos of 2k pi plus pi upon 3 plus I sine 2k pi plus pi upon 3. For simplification, for simplicity, take pi common from the bracket. We get x is equal to cos of 2k plus 1 upon 3 pi plus I sine 2k plus 1 upon 3 into this pi outside the bracket. Okay, start from 0, 1, 2. These are the three roots we get from the first equation. Now go on putting values of k as 0. We get cos of 0, cos of 0 here 1 upon 3, that is pi upon 3 plus I sine pi upon 3, same angle. First root we get. Put k is equal to 1, we get 1 into 2, 2 plus 1, 3 by 3 gets cancelled, cos pi plus I sine pi. Put k is equal to 2, we get x3 third root, cos of 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5 by 3, 5 pi by 3 plus I sine 5 pi by 3. Okay, now whatever roots we are getting, the half roots and half roots we have to make the sure the middle line, and after middle line the roots get repeated, or roots can be put in the form of earlier root, like for example cos of pi by 3. These are three roots, middle line is this. That's why after this we can split this angle as 5 pi by 3 as 2 pi minus pi by 3, and pi by 3 is the earlier angle. Okay, remember this everywhere. Pi by pi 5 pi by 3 can be split into 2 pi minus pi by 3. Put this pi by 3 outside, and 3 into how many? 3 to the 6 pi minus 1 pi becomes 5 pi by 3. Splitting of this angle. Okay, this cross multiplication only.